Guys, on the return of serve on hard court, depending on your style, the length of your ground strokes primarily, don't be stubborn and stand very close to the baseline. It's okay to back up and give yourself a little bit more time on the return, especially when we're talking about a first serve. And a great example of that is Daniil Medvedev, who, after a match against Tsonga, who was serving 215, 220 kilometers per hour, and Medvedev was standing very close to the baseline, he just told himself, I'm going to back up. And then from that moment on, he understood that he could actually get the return in play. But it's not only that, the ball also happened to be more in the strike zone because of that. Yes, there are some disadvantages to not being able to protect the wide serve and having to run sometimes on the return. But for his game style, this makes absolutely perfect sense, while this might not necessarily work for other players. For me, personally, I do like a little bit more time as well. Even on the second serve, I find myself hitting the ball much higher when I'm close to the baseline, unable to time it well and taking it on the rise. So I actually prefer when I back up on the return independent of the first or second serve. And from there, when I'm further back, I feel like I can be a lot more aggressive. That's the key. The positioning on the court is not always related to defense and offense. In reality, when I stand closer to the baseline, I'm a lot more reactive, defensive than when I'm further back, where that extra time gives me more opportunities to take full cuts and indeed be more aggressive.